Alright, now the story for The Hangover Part 2 follows kind of the same structure as the first one, except maybe replace some characters and switch around roles of a few characters and stuff. In this one, Stu, the dentist, played by Ed Helms, is getting married, and of course Bradley Cooper, played by Phil, and Zach Galifianakis, played by Alan, and also Justin Bartha, played by the Thug, goddamn, Doug, all want to attend his wedding in Thailand, and they all also want to party. They just want to have a good time, and Ed Helms' character, Stu, doesn't want that to happen because the first time they went to Vegas, of course, they got so drunk they couldn't remember what happened, and they lost Doug, and they had to go find him. Same thing happens here. They party. Something happens where they can't remember what happened, and they lost the groom's soon-to-be wife's brother named Teddy, and now they have to go and find him. That's really the story of The Hangover Part 2. The journey is still a lot of fun, but it is pretty lazy that they pretty much put the same kind of structure. I mean, it even kind of ends the same. So, you know what? I'm going to say right here, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, even though the journey's still fun. It's kind of lazy, you know. They do the same thing. Anyway, the story's okay. Let's go on to the act. Alright, now the acting for The Hangover Part 2 is really good, just like the first one. Of course, you have Bradley Cooper, who plays Phil. He's more of the headstrong, kind of leaderish kind of type, and he seems like the one that really wants to party and just have fun, but he doesn't seem like the dickhole of the group. He's actually probably the nicest one out of everybody here, and I really like him. I love Bradley Cooper. I think he's a great actor, definitely after Limitless, which I thought he was amazing in, and he was great in this. He definitely seemed like he was having fun with it, just like the first one. Ed Helms plays Stu. Everybody would know Ed Helms from The Office. I don't watch The Office, but whatever. He's great in this, just like in the first one. He does a great job. You definitely, feel for him because he's really getting screwed up in this movie. He gets, of course, a tattoo. That's not a spoiler. It's on the freaking poster. And something else later on happens where you just feel bad for his character. Zach Galifianakis plays Alan again, and he's the goofy, retarded type. And you know what? He plays that in every movie, and I still love it. I don't get bored of him doing that stupid shit. Maybe in Due Date, I was a little tired of it, but in this one, he's still funny. I really like him. Justin Bartha comes in as Doug for a little while. He's not in it for that long, but he's still really good. Ken Jeong comes in as Mr. Chow. Mr. Chow was one of my favorites of The Hangover Part 1. He probably has the most quoted lines ever in that film. I love his lines in that first film. This one a little bit less that. It's more like, bitches! More like that, but whatever. I still like Ken Jeong, and he was good in this. And that's really the acting. Other people come in, like Paul Giamatti for a short time, and he's okay. Jeffrey Tambor comes in. Jamie Chung, who plays Lauren, the wife, the soon-to-be wife of Stu, and they're all good. So anyway, the acting overall, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I really like the acting in this film. Let's go on to the comedy of the film, because it's a comedy. So is it funny? I don't know. Let's go and find out. Alright, now the comedy / laughter / humor of the film, whatever the hell you want to call it, was definitely surprising. Because when I went into this, I thought it was just going to be a cash grab. It was just going to ride the success of the first one, try to get as much money as it can before it just dies out and no one wants to see them because they're not funny. And I went into this and I was definitely surprised. It was very funny. Maybe a lot raunchier than the first one, which made it maybe a little bit less funny as the first one, but I will say it right here, the raunch is still funny, even though it may be a little bit too much sometimes, even though I still think it's a very, very funny movie. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. Some of the jokes definitely made me just think about it and laugh. Some of it's like sight gags and stuff, which is really, really good. I love sight gags, and there you go. I'm just going to say it right there. I'm just going to leave it off there and say the comedy definitely works in this film, and it was definitely surprising that it was very, very funny. I'm going to give it an 8.5 for the comedy of the film. Let's go on to the entertainment of the film and wrap this review up. Yeah! Alright, now the entertainment of the film, even when it was not being funny, just like the first one, which there isn't that many points in the first film where it wasn't funny, but even when it wasn't funny in this film, it was still very entertaining just to watch, because it was just fun to see where this guy is, what happened, all these places they went, and when it wasn't being funny, it was still just fun. And I really like that. That's what a comedy should be. It doesn't need to be funny all the time. It just has to be entertaining to watch. And I don't understand, again, Another thing I don't understand with critics, usually I agree with critics when they hate a comedy because, they just think it's not funny or something. But also, I remember that they don't like raunchy comedy, and I don't understand how they even like The Hangover 1, because that was still raunchy. I don't understand. Anyway, I thought it was still very funny. The Hangover 2 was a surprise for me because I was going in thinking it was going to be a disappointing cash grab, and I thought it was fun. They were definitely having fun with it. I like it. I'm just going to say, I like this movie. I'm going to give the entertainment an 8.5 out of 10 also, and an overall score of 31 out of a 40. So there you go. Pretty good score. Not as good as the original, but still a very funny movie. And I think you should definitely check it out, at least at a matinee, maybe even full price. You'll definitely have fun. Bring a whole bunch of friends because you're going to need them because, I don't know, you'll need someone to laugh with. I don't know. Just bring them. Anyway, there you go. 34 out of a 40. Go check this film out because it is very entertaining. Thank you and goodbye.